Now we are at the fifth section of our lecture, in which we will talk about the delivery and management of multiple pregnancy. In this, we will talk about the intrapartum management of twin pregnancy. What are some other higher order multiples, and then multiple pregnancy support groups. Clear delivery plan is important, and that should be discussed and documented in early third trimester. So the plan for the delivery should be documented, and there should be, if they want to go for elective C-section, or it should be important that obstetrician should ask the pregnant women choice also, what they want for the delivery, whether they want to go for elective C-section or they want to try for the normal vaginal delivery. Mode of delivery is important. Then we have what time the induction of labor should be performed, at what time, at the beginning of fourth trimester, at about roughly 37th week, 38th week. Usually the pregnancy is safe if induction of labor is performed. Delivery process of twin 1 and twin 2 is important. Internal podalic version. Internal podalic is internally the hand is inserted, and then the rotation of the baby is done internally. That's internal podalic version. And then the C-sections is another mode of delivery that can be done. Complications following delivery is postpartum hemorrhage or hemorrhage after the delivery. Desire to breastfeed or not. So these are all the different plans that should be discussed with the mother, and their output should be taken. And then we have explain them that what are the different methods, what you can do for them, and what they can prefer for the delivery. Then intrapartum management. Pre-agreed birth plan is important. Discuss with the mother different methods of birth plan and what method they prefer, whether they want the oral contraceptives, they want ligation if their family is complete, and if they want some other methods of contraception. Continuous fetal heart monitoring is very, very important. That should be performed. 2 neonatal resuscitation trolleys, 2 obstetricians, and 2 pediatricians. For twin pregnancies, during the delivery, it's important that we should have continuous monitoring of fetal heart rates. And then since it's twin pregnancy, we need 2 resuscitation trays, 2 pediatricians and 2 obstetricians, each one for each fetus, so they can manage it properly. Analgesia for pain, standard oxytocin solution for augmentation, and oxytocin infusion in anticipation of postpartum hemorrhage. So oxytocin is usually given for induction of labor, and if oxytocin sometimes cause relaxation of uterine muscles and cause postpartum hemorrhages also. Portable ultrasound is another important requirement for intrapartum management. These are the two positions. This is the vortex. Vortex is head presentation when head is coming first, and this is the transverse lie or transverse presentation. Non-vertex, 40% of twin babies are non-vertex. Vaginal delivery can be safely considered non-vertex. Not 40% is not the head coming first. Non-vertex, they can be transverse, oblique, breech. Breech babies, membranes can be ruptured once the breech is fixed in the birth canal. So breech is the presentation in which the feet are coming first. So once the membranes are, once the breech baby is fixed in the canal, then the membranes are ruptured, and with the rupture of membrane, usually the onset of the labor starts. If the fetus is transverse, this is the transverse lie. So when the fetus is transverse, usually external cephalic version can be successful, not in 100%, but 70% cases the external cephalic version, in which the on the abdomen, the hand is placed on the head of the baby and try to rotate it externally. This is known as external cephalic version. So head should be presented first. If external cephalic version is not successful, then internal podalic version can be tried. Higher order multiples, usually the triplet pregnancy. If you see in this, there are 3 fetuses, triplets. High mortality and morbidity rates with higher order multiples. Average gestation is 34 weeks at delivery. So once the fetus are mature enough, they should be usually delivered at 34 weeks gestation, and after birth usually they are placed in the incubators and they stay in the neonatal intensive care units, NICU, neonatal intensive care unit, so that they can be managed properly until full maturity occurs. Average birth weight is 1.8 kg and cerebral palsy rate is 26.7 per 1,000 live births. So triplets, as the number of pregnancies increases, complications increases, and the risks are increases also. Risk of Down syndrome is also present. Higher order multiples, you see this is the monochorionic triamniotic. Chorion is 1, amniotic sacs are 3, monochorionic, triamniotic, dichorionic, 2 chorions, and triamniotic. These are the triplets. Uncomplicated monochorionic, triamniotic, and dichorionic triamniotic triplet pregnancy. 11 antenatal appointments with healthcare professional from the. So the antenatal care is important. So 11 antenatal appointments should be performed. Not recommended to prolong pregnancy beyond 36 weeks. So delivery should be done at 36 weeks of gestation. Multiple pregnancy, there are different support groups present for multiple pregnancy handlings to help the mothers with multiple pregnancies for their financial support, any personal and social support if they have, it's psychologically the mothers are very nervous too, anxious to how they can handle 3 babies at a time. So they need some social and financial care. So So there are some support groups to handle these situations. Increased incidence of handicap secondary to preterm delivery. Twins and multiple birth associations are present, and the multiple birth foundations are present to help the mothers with higher multiple pregnancies, to help them if they have some financial, psychological, and personal issues. So that was all about our lecture, Multiple Pregnancy. Thank you for watching sqadia.com.